Auguste Comte is the third important thinker in the development of French sociology. He is the one who is usually considered as the founder of sociology because he actually was the person who coined the term sociology. He was greatly disturbed by the emerging changes in the society as a result of industrialization and other forces which were prevalent at that time. We see that there is a lot of, let's say, migration to the cities, and because of those migrations could be interaction with the different, let's say, ethnic groups, different people, and it's this pressure on the resources. It led to all kinds of problems in that society. So he developed kind of approach to find out that why these problems are there and how can we overcome this. So he thought we must find out the reasons, the causes of these problems, and if we know the causes, then we can do something to overcome these problems of the society. So he considered that we should apply the same approach as being used by the natural sciences to the study of human behavior. And that approach was positivism, and that positive philosophy was the basis for the study of the human behavior. Although he, in the beginning, used the word as social physics for this particular, let's say, discipline, which later on, let's say in 1839, was changed to the word sociology. So model sociology after the natural sciences, the hard sciences, the physical sciences. So there we see that that positivistic approach should be applied to the study of society with respect to its dynamics and also to its statics. So idea was to find out why the society becomes stable, how the societies become stable, and how do they change. So that is statics and the dynamics in the society. I would say that there was more emphasis on dynamics rather than on statics. And this was because they were having all kinds of problems in the society. In order to, let's say, find out the root causes by applying the hard sciences approach, they were trying to come up with laws which could be applicable to the, let's say, functioning of the society. So he also talked about the law of 3 stages with respect to the changes in the society. He was more of an follower of an evolutionary kind of approach, a linear kind of approach, where he thought that the societies move in a direction, in a line, and he talked about 3 stages. One was a theological stage, the second was the metaphysical stage, and the third was the positivistic stage. And he thought that that all societies, the whole of the world, moved in that kind of linear approach. Not only the society, but even the groups, the system, the thinking, the individuals, and even their approaches or the thinking or the minds of the people followed these 3 stages. In the theological stage, there was a belief that supernatural powers and religious figures are at the root of everything. So the whole existence of this world the physical phenomenon as well as the social phenomenon was governed by supernatural powers. People have the beliefs, and when we talk about the belief systems, we talk about the religions as well. So the social and the physical world was found or was considered to be produced as well as governed by, let's say, these theological forces. Then he moved on to second stage, which he called as metaphysical stage. So there the belief that abstract forces like nature rather than personalized gods can explain the existence of that word over here. So this was more of the use of logic for the existence of the realities in the society, not necessarily the superpowers. And thirdly, he was talking about the positivistic stage, which was a scientific approach, which was the application of the scientific approach to the study of human behavior. So the society had moved away from the first and second stage. It has entered the stage of, let's say, science, where the technology is there, where in order to study the things, we apply the, let's say, positivistic approach. Now he said that the societies must be studied through, let's say, positivistic approach, whereby observation was the more important, I think, way to find out the reasons about the existence of this world, the human beings, the human behavior, how it takes place. He was looking into the empirical kind application of the empirical approach to the study of societies.